By Daily Dodge.
Good morning and welcome to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, your store for floors and so much more. Whether you're dreaming of brand new cabinets and countertops, stylish new flooring, or luxurious shower or tub, Professional Floor Covering has everything you need to transform your space. Of course, when it comes to flooring, you know with floors in their name, they're going to have a great selection. That is exactly what they have. You'll have an opportunity to choose from a lot of different types, styles, and brands of flooring, including a huge selection of carpet. Randy keeps a ton of different rolls in stock, different materials, different colors, different patterns, plus a whole lot more he can get ordered in as well, plus a great selection of hardwood, laminate, that super popular LVP. They've got something kind of for everybody in that LVP. If you're looking more budget friendly or you're looking something that's really going to last, you want to invest in, they have got it there, plus tile and stone as well. And they do custom area rugs, which is fantastic. You can select from any of the carpet that they have available and create a custom sized area rug for your home, which is great. And of course, Randy and his team will come out and measure everything in your home for free, get you a free quote. They can make suggestions on different types of flooring as well. If you know you want some new flooring, you're just not even really sure where to start, come into the showroom and check out their selection. You're definitely bound to find some inspiration there. 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, online at proflr.com. It is Pi Day today. Yeah, happy Pi Day. No, not P-I-E. I'm talking about P-I. 3.14 because it is March 14th, of course. And by the way, it's kind of an interesting day because not only is it Pi Day today because it's March 14th, so 314, 3.14. It was also a lunar eclipse early this morning. How many of you got out there at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning this morning? Got to see that. Not gonna lie, most events happening in the sky, northern lights, things like that, I usually stay up and I'll hang out outside, but just wasn't going to happen this morning for me, so I missed it, but saw some cool pictures of the blood moon lunar eclipse, so that was pretty neat. So that happened on top of Pi Day. It's also Einstein's birth anniversary, so it's Einstein's birthday today, and oddly enough, the anniversary of Stephen Hawking's death. How about that? Weird combination of things. So who knows what we are in for today? But super excited, looking forward to Sunday. I am going to be out in Fox Lake, and the Ninja is going to be joining me as well. We'll be out there to bring you coverage of the 52nd annual Fox Lake St. Patty's Day Parade. It's going to be a lot of fun. They do a great job out there every year, so looking forward to that. A little cooler in the forecast than what I was hoping for to be out there, but not going to be terrible. There's been colder years, let's just put it that way. But looking forward to that. We'll be bringing you live coverage over on Daily Dodge TV beginning at 1 p.m. on Sunday, brought to you by Leroy Meats, The Boathouse, and Ergo Bank. So looking forward to that. Going to be a lot of fun, so tune in for that. And of course, no shortage of sporting events happening right now. Congratulations to Marshall, who won their game last night, the boys basketball team. And so they are moving on, and they are going to be playing tomorrow night at Verona in the sectional final, 7 p.m. for the tip, 6:45 for the pregame here on Daily Dodge TV, so you don't want to miss that. Going to be exciting. And, of course, the Badger men's basketball team kicked off their Big Ten tournament play yesterday against Northwestern, and they got a win, so they move on to today to the next round, taking on UCLA. We'll have that game for you coming up this afternoon here on 95.3 WBEV. Our pregame coverage starts at 12:30 this afternoon, and with a win today, they will move on to play tomorrow. That would be about a 11 o'clock broadcast start time, and then with a win on Saturday, they'd play again on Sunday, and that would be a broadcast start time around 1:30 in the afternoon. So, of course, stay tuned to the sports page on DailyDodge.com for all the latest on that. If you are a sports fan, it's going to be a great weekend of sports. When we come back, we're going to visit with a few folks from the Watertown area and talk about some of the fun stuff that's going to be coming up down there. That is coming up here on Hometown Today from 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
don't miss what's happening in your hometown, it's Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. Well, we are happy to welcome in our guests here on the show this morning. They are representing Watertown and lots of fun things happening there. We have with us Robin Kaufman. She is the Director of Tourism for the Watertown Chamber of Commerce. We're also joined by Sandra Budowitz with the Watertown Mainstreet program, also a proud business owner in downtown Watertown. So thanks so much for making the drive up to Beaver Dam this morning and joining us for a little bit.
Thank you so much for having us.
We were just talking off the air about some of all the fun things that happen in Watertown, and just a great community on there. And both of you are super involved in that. But talk a little bit before we get into some of the events and some of the things happening. Just get to know you guys for a minute or two. Robin, talk a little bit about your background, your history, how long you've been with the chamber.
Absolutely. So I have been with the chamber. It'll be 9 years this fall.
Okay.
And this is my hometown, so I think that's a huge benefit. I know every nook and cranny of the city, and I'm happy to promote all of those highlights to the public.
I was going to ask, that is your hometown, so
Yes.
you're back and getting to promote one of your favorite places, and
Yeah.
well, that is fantastic. And Sandra, talk a little bit about your background, your business, and how you have been involved with the Mainstreet program.
Yes, happy to. I'm born and raised in Watertown as well. Decided to start my business, which is Sandra D's Bratto Boutique, right downtown.
Yeah.
Love it. It's a perfect spot for it. We'll be celebrating 36 years
Yeah, it's a long-standing
in
business down
June.
there.
Yeah, we're super excited. I became involved with the Watertown Mainstreet program back in 2006, so I'm a diehard.
Okay.
Mostly because I love our town. I love our downtown.
Fantastic. Well, we're happy to have you here, and we're always excited to hear about what's happening in Watertown, because there is really a lot coming up. And I know we'll quickly, before we get into what's coming up, I know you guys just had an event yesterday. Talk a little bit about that and how it went.
Yeah, that was a fun event. It was our Luck of the Irish bingo. We hold a bingo event in the spring and in the fall.
Okay.
As part of the Watertown Mainstreet program. And Robin is a wonderful one of our volunteers. So she was there last night too. Successful event. Everybody was in their Irish attire and everybody just had a blast.
All right, very good. Again, we've got Robin Kaufman from the Watertown Chamber of Commerce, Sandra Budowitz with the Watertown Mainstreet program, and let's jump into it and talk about some of the things that are coming up in Watertown, because there is a lot. Where do you want to start?
I hate to start in August, but I think I absolutely have to, because we're in the middle of Watertown Riverfest entertainment reveals.
Yeah.
Obviously, free 4-day music festival, which is huge. We talk about Watertown being such a quaint and lovely city, but we double our population during that weekend, so we grow quite a bit bigger. But I think we've gone through 7 or 8 of the reveals. We have 4 more. Some very, very big acts yet to announce.
Yeah, can you talk about a couple of the acts that have been announced already?
Yes, you bet. So we're bringing Pop 2000 Tour back on Thursday. So we've already talked about Tyler Hilton is coming from One Tree Hill and Walk the Line. He played Elvis. And O-Town was just announced last night. So that is huge. We have one more. I'm just going to sneak that out there. I don't know if everybody knows. One more for Thursday night. And we also announced a headliner for our Sunday afternoon. And it's actually like a Broadway show. It is a Cher performance. And this is an international touring tribute artist. So, yeah, going to be incredible.
That's exciting. I'm definitely excited for Thursday, August 7th. Got, Tyler Hilton, O-Town, big fans of those. Brings me back to my high school days. So really looking forward to that. And it's so fun to, I've been seeing all the announcements on the Facebook page for Watertown Riverfest. Definitely give that a follow. And that's going to be a really fun time coming up in August. Can you remind folks where they can find all the information on Riverfest and some of the other things that happen with Riverfest too?
For sure. WatertownRiverfest.com on the website and Watertown Riverfest on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
You'll see in the next couple of days a big headliner for country being announced and a big headliner for rock music.
Okay, fantastic. Well, looking forward to that. Again, start marking your calendars for Watertown Riverfest. Kicks off Thursday, August 7th, and going to be a great event. And it's been so much fun following along. So what else is coming up in Watertown that we should know about?
Let's talk about this weather.
Yeah,
I'm
right?
ready for recreation.
Yeah, I am right with you. I'm not a big fan of winter, and I love as we start getting into March because we start to see those warm-ups, and that also comes with some fun events. And I'm just looking at time and realizing we're up against the clock, so when we come back, we're going to talk about some warm weather events that you'll get to enjoy down in Watertown. That's coming up on Hometown Today from 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
When the
WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are joined by Robin Kaufman, Director of Tourism for the Watertown Chamber of Commerce. We also have Sandra Budowitz with us with the Watertown Mainstreet program. And before the break, we were teasing a little bit about this beautiful weather we've been having over the last week. It's been absolutely gorgeous, kind of teasing us. I know it is Wisconsin, so we all know this is kind of our false spring, right? We're probably going to get a little cold yet, but the warm weather's around the corner, and there are a lot of things to take advantage of in the Watertown area when it comes to those warmer months. Let's talk about those, including an event you got coming up, I think, tomorrow?
Yes. We have the Irish Jig Jog 5K. It will be you and 500 of your closest friends out there running, walking, have a good time. I believe they allow pets, too, so come and see. You walk right past the Octagon House Museum, so they take you through a historic district, and then you can party downtown and do a little bit of St. Patrick's Day pre-gaming.
There you go, exactly. How can folks get registered? Do they register ahead online? Can they register that morning?
Both.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
Today should be your last day online, and if not, come out in the morning, see what you think of the weather, and sign up there.
Yeah, exactly. No problem to come on out and enjoy a great event. And speaking of running and walking, one of the things you want to talk about with this great trail that you guys have, talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the Interurban Trail is 7+ miles, soon to be 9+ miles of paved off-road trail for hiking, biking, roller skating, skateboarding, you name it, just not transportation. And it's just this past week, I've been out on it. This is just getting me thinking about the summer months. But it's just absolutely gorgeous. You're cutting through the countryside. Just the most peaceful walk, and we fortunately have the trailhead, so restrooms right when you get there. And if you don't have your bike or you don't want to travel with it, we have bike rentals on site.
All right, very good. So get out there and take advantage of that. And speaking of some other upcoming events, not too far down the road here, you've got a really fun one, the Whiskey and Wine Walk. Tell us all about that.
Yes, that's our next walk downtown, and that is a collaboration between the Chamber of Commerce and the Watertown Mainstreet program.
Okay.
April 26th, it's a Saturday afternoon. You can get your tickets at watertownchamber.com. What there will be is 17 stops.
Oh, wow.
I had to check my notes.
Yeah.
There are 9 wine stop locations,
Okay.
and then 8 whiskey stops all through the downtown. So we're hoping for beautiful weather for another one of our wonderful walks, and it runs from 1 to 4:30 in the afternoon on April 26th.
All right, very good. Coming up April 26th. And how can folks get their tickets for that?
Yes, they can go to the watertownchamber.com, their website. There will be a link on there that they can scoot over and get their tickets.
Do you have some notes, or off the top of your head know what some of the stops might be on that?
I did not bring my list,
I know,
but
I'm
I
putting you on
can
the
list.
spot.
Yes, I would say the Chic Boutique I know is
Okay.
one. Ava's a Posh Boutique is
Okay.
another. Can you
It's a
think of any of
great
them?
mix of retail and pubs. So
Yeah.
you'll
Yes.
you'll get your whiskey samples in the pubs, but you'll
Okay.
be able to see some of the retailers and enjoy those wine
Sure.
samplings. But it's that's a lot of stops, so you'll see quite a few.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Again, that is coming up April 26th. The Whiskey and Wine Walk in downtown Watertown kicks off at 1 p.m. And get your tickets, because that is going to be a lot of fun. What else is coming up that we want to chat about this morning?
I think the theme of Watertown is live music.
Yeah.
So I know starting very soon, actually, we have an indoor. I don't have the date, unfortunately, but we have a Billy Joel tribute artist coming to our Watertown concert series. So you can check that out very soon in April. And then we start the outdoor concert series. So we have Benson Family Town Square will have bands throughout the summer. The Octagon House Museum, a very beautiful, relaxed, I probably shouldn't say bring a beverage and a little snack, but sit out on the lawn and enjoy live music there as well.
Yeah, and I know we had them on a couple months ago to talk about some of the great things they do and some of the great music they bring in, and just another one of these great opportunities. There really is no shortage of things to do in the Watertown area. Again, we're talking with Robin Kaufman, Director of Tourism with the Watertown Chamber of Commerce. We also have Sandra Budowitz with the Watertown Mainstreet program with us here on Hometown Today, and still plenty more things to chat about with Robin and Sandra, some more upcoming things, and we'll take a look at those when we come back here on Hometown Today from 95.3 WBEV. Don't forget that the For the Kids golf outing registration is now open. It is all for the kids, of course, to benefit the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon. It is happening Friday, May 30th at Old Hickory Golf Course. Registration is at 11 o'clock, and the shotgun start is at noon. $350 gets you a foursome that includes 18 holes, 2 carts, and lunch for each player, with all the proceeds benefiting the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon. You can pay via cash, check, or Venmo. The registration form is available on the website, DailyDodge.com. Go to the Children's Radiothon page and then click on Radiothon events. You'll find the golf outing right there. You can download the registration form and fill that out. Mail it in here to the radio station or drop it off at 100 Bill McCollum Way, and you can send along your cash or check, or send a Venmo payment and then send in your registration form. And we're looking forward to having everybody out there, but don't wait too long because space is limited. So looking forward to that. Again, all the details available on the Radiothon page at DailyDodge.com. More Hometown Today next on 95.3 WBEV.
Hometown Station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam, who invite you to stop in and discover their power lift chair recliners. They've got the largest selection in Dodge County, ready and available for delivery. With the touch of a button, these chairs can lift you to a standing position or recline you to a comfortable nap. You can even get a lift chair with heat and massage or with an adjustable headrest and lumbar support. And yes, some models even have cup holders and wireless phone chargers. Crazy. There's a variety of sizes in stock, from small all the way up to the big mans, with prices starting at just $699. And don't worry about the power going out, because their lift chairs come with battery backup. As always, local delivery is free, so if one of your loved ones needs a lift chair in their room at an assisted living facility, McKinstry's can help deliver it, get it all set up and ready to go. And they're a lift chair service center as well, so if something ever breaks, there are mechanicals on there, so they tend, mechanicals, things happen, but they've got you covered. They can get you repaired and back up and running in no time. McKinstry's Home Furnishings, downtown Beaver Dam. Remember to use the entrance in the tower parking lot, which is handicap accessible. We are visiting with Robin Kaufman and Sandra Budowitz with the Watertown Chamber of Commerce and the Watertown Mainstreet program, talking about all sorts of fun stuff happening in the Watertown area. We talked about some of the events coming up and some of the more closer upcoming events, but let's get a little bit into May, because we're going to be there before we know it. It feels like a long time away, but it's really not. A couple of great events coming up in May we want to talk about.
Yeah, I'm actually going to start with April real quick, because our Turner Hall puts on an incredible fish fry. It's very seasonal. They don't open up the hall for this multitude of people to come and do an all-you-can-eat, but on April 18th, 'tis the season for these huge buffets, 5 to 8 p.m., so you can catch that in Watertown. And then also just a really fun series that we do in Watertown at our airport is a fly-in food fest. And we do them actually monthly through spring all the way through fall. The first one is May 21st.
Okay.
And it is put on by our local EAA chapter. So they are calling out to all of the EAA chapter friends out there in the universe to fly in. So if you're not flying in, super fine, but you can sit with aviation enthusiasts and check out some of those planes that are coming in.
If you've never been to one of these like fly-in food events, they are so much fun. I definitely highly encourage folks to check that out if they've got time available on their calendar. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And, we were talking about some of these great things that we get to start doing when the weather warms up. And Sandra, one of those things is that I always really look forward to as we start to get into this time of year is the return of farmers markets. And Watertown is no exception. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. We are so excited for the start of the Watertown Farmers Market, which will begin May 6th. It runs every Tuesday through October 28th. So the whole summer, it is held at Riverside Park in Watertown. Great vendors, wonderful food. It's just a great time to get out. It usually runs from 7 a.m. to noon. Some vendors will stay a little longer, but be sure to get out early those days to get the best produce and items as much. And I know we have a great programming schedule this year too for different activities that will be going on. There'll be demonstrations and music and food and all kinds of fun.
I hear so many people I know just rave about the farmers market down there in Watertown. Like, you gotta go. There's so many great options and vendors and activities. Where can folks keep up with all the info on some of those activities and things like that with what's going on with the farmers market?
Yes, the Watertown Farmers Market, you can find information on the Watertown Mainstreet website, which is watertownmainstreet.org. And if you have any questions pertaining to the farmers market, they can be answered at watertownmainstreet@gmail.com.
All right, very good. And if you just want to remind everybody again, the dates and times for the farmers market.
Yes. So Watertown Farmers Market every Tuesday starting May 6th through October 28th.
All right, very good. So again, just plenty of awesome stuff happening there in Watertown. One of the other things we want to talk about, Robin, with you. Not only are you the director of tourism for the Chamber of Commerce, Watertown has a great leadership program, much like Beaver Dam has here, and you are part of this year's class.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about the Watertown Leadership Program, and then we can get into some of the details of the project that your class is working on.
You bet. I don't know what took me so long to join this class. I've been with Watertown Chamber for 9 years, but I'm learning so much. I thought I knew everything. Now, when I can graduate, I will officially know everything. But we're really touring parts of the city that I wouldn't have any reason to. So the hospital, the police department, the fire station, lots of businesses, the manufacturing industry. So, and it all does tie into, our careers and our lives. I'm grateful, yes.
So let's talk a little bit. You guys have a really, really neat project. Of course, the leadership program, along with learning about your community and visiting different organizations. There's a project that you take on, and you guys have a really, I think, something that's a really great cause. Talk a little bit about this.
Right. So every class chooses their own project. We chose to rehabilitate an alleyway in downtown Watertown. And it's multi-purpose. It's beautification, it's greater use, greater security, better lighting, mainly beautification for right now. However, we know that in 2028, our Mainstreet will be going through a major reconstruction, and that beautification will allow for better accessibility so the businesses can stay open and use a backdoor entrance.
Okay, very good. And if you're watching on Daily Dodge TV too, we've got a poster up that talks a little bit about this fantastic project. And I know, Sandra, you're a big fan of this because this is right nearby your business.
It absolutely is. I was excited when they chose the alley behind my building as the start because it will hopefully generate an idea of what everybody else can do in their alleyways on each block. So we're super excited.
Awesome. One of the other things that I wanted to ask about too here, while we've got you, I know obviously there's been the big brick project in Watertown. What's the latest, and what's the progress there?
We look at each other. Who's going to talk on this? There have been delays, so I think we're hesitant to put a date out there, but I think we're optimistic that by the time we hit May 1, that the road is fully open. Fingers crossed under this table right now.
It's getting, there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely.
I know I've been seeing lots of updates on social media, and it's looking like it's really getting pretty close to being done. It's going to be really great.
It is, and we like to just remind everybody, it's actually incredibly accessible downtown. That little bridge is causing a lot more havoc than it should because the detours are very, very simple. It's a block away.
Sure. Robin, you're with the Chamber of Commerce. Sandra, you're with the Watertown Mainstreet program. I wanted to ask a little bit about how those two organizations kind of are on their own, but also how they work together and what that relationship is like. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Definitely. For one thing, we're actually in the same building.
Okay.
So Watertown Chamber is on the lower level of our building, and Watertown Tourism, which is where I reside, is in the upstairs with Watertown Mainstreet. So we literally collaborate every single day. Even if we're not directly involved in the projects, we're always in the know of each other's projects, and oftentimes we are collaborating and working in each other's projects too.
Yeah, it's a fantastic collaboration. It's the perfect fit, I believe, having them all in the same building.
I was going to say, having those in the same building has to be a huge, huge advantage. Just being able to have each other there and just, in the same city even to work together and collaborate, but to be in the same building is, I got to imagine, pretty handy, and you're able to help each other out on a lot of different things. Sandra, one of the things, when we were getting ready to go on the air and I was getting all your information, Sandra, what's your title? Well, I'm with the Watertown Mainstreet program, and that is because right now there is no executive director. You guys are on the hunt. Talk a little bit about that.
We are. So I am sort of acting as the interim director as we search for our next great candidate. Yes, so we are accepting resumes and looking for that perfect person that loves Watertown and can help us grow our district downtown.
All right, very good. If folks want to learn more about that role, they may be interested. Is that posted somewhere that they can find that?
It is posted on our website as well as the Watertown Mainstreet Facebook page. If anyone would like to submit their resume, that can be sent to watertownmainstreet@gmail.com. and we can answer any questions there as well.
All right, very good. Again, Robin Kaufman, Director of Tourism for the Watertown Chamber of Commerce, and Sandra Budowitz with the Watertown Mainstreet program. And anything else that we forgot to cover that we should touch on about Watertown, or anything about the Chamber of Commerce's work or the Mainstreet program's work that folks should know about?
I think just keep an eye on what we put out. From now until the end of December, Watertown Tourism will promote over 200 events. So we could have listed them all, but we'd be here for quite a while.
might be getting out of here in time for the parade on Sunday, right?
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, awesome. It was great to visit with the two of you. And again, if both of you will just throw out all the contact info where folks can find your organizations online.
Yes, for sure. Watertown Tourism can be found online at visitwatertownwi.com for the website, and Watertown Tourism on Facebook and Instagram.
And how about the Mainstreet program?
Watertown Mainstreet, watertownmainstreet.org is our website, and then we also have a Facebook page, and we can be emailed at watertownmainstreet@gmail.com.
All right, fantastic. Well, again, Robin Kaufman, Director of Tourism with the Watertown Chamber of Commerce, Sandra Budowitz with the Watertown Mainstreet program. So great chatting with you today and learning about some of the great stuff happening in Watertown, and would definitely love to have you back in a few months, and we can talk maybe a little more late summer, early fall stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That would be fantastic.
And by then, we'll get to talk about the full lineup of Watertown Riverfest. So that'll be exciting.
Can't
to
wait.
have you back on. It was great chatting with you again. Watertown Chamber of Commerce, Watertown Mainstreet program. So follow them on Facebook. Check out the websites and follow along with some of the great stuff that's going on there. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, your store for floors, and so much more. Whether it's flooring, countertops, and cabinets, or it's time to upgrade that bathroom with a new shower or tub, they are the people that you want to talk to. When it comes to countertops in your kitchen or in your bathroom, the materials, the colors, the patterns, it all makes a big difference in how your room ties together and how your remodel project turns out. And at Professional Floor Covering, they offer a huge selection of countertops, including quartz, granite, marble, and laminate. They will help you find the perfect countertop that fits your design. Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, online at PROFLR.com. More Hometown Today when we come back on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.